Good Sunday, good God. How is everybody doing today? Today's Gaia Day is going to be Melissa Etheridge. I pray and I know that you're doing well and that you are getting the well-needed rest. Whatever it is that you need, that you talk to yourself about, that you need from God, from yourself. Um, I know that whether it's for finances, for peace of mind, for a new soul, a cleansed heart, whatever it is that you're needing and wanting from God, just open up your heart and your spirit and talk to Him, and He will slowly work on that for you. It may be overnight, it may be right away, immediately, or it may be a process, and I'm learning to trust the process, just like with anything else, right? And so a tree doesn't grow overnight. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like you plant the seed, you put the good soil, and you pray and hope that the sun does its job, the rain does its job, and the people will continue to fertilize the soil. And over time, it will become what it is supposed to be and should be. And that's how we are as well, right? If you are watered properly and eat and keep your mind and feed your mind things that are nourishing, you will grow properly, right? And so, yeah, the sermon today was really, really good. And I'll talk about that on live. I'm not going to talk about that on here. But just know, go to St. John's downtown. That is my church. I've realized I've been a member there since 2015. So I'm going on a decade that I've been a member there. It's 2015, so 2025 of this year coming up, it'll be a decade, and that's crazy. That's insane. I didn't think about that until she mentioned, how long have you been a member here? And I just remember walking in there and seeing Pastor Rudy, and I share this story quite often with people that ask me about how I got into St. John's, and I was invited by a friend, and that was her church. And I just fell in love with the singer at the time. And he was amazing. I'll go into more details, like I said, later, because I don't want to veer off. But he would make me cry every single time I saw him perform. He's out doing his thing now. Works with quite a few artists. Both worked with Toby. Worked with a lot of people, right? Basically, and then realized that was just like the beginning. And I was like, okay, this is amazing. That's what I feel, the spirit here. And then I went to orientation, met Pastor Rudy. He shared his story. Not gonna lie, thought he was so cool, hippie-ish. So his whole aura, his energy was everything. But what was the cherry on top as well was to find out that Beyonce grew up in that church. This is me at the time, right? My mindset. I'm like, that's three things. Singing, Pastor Rudy's cool, and Beyonce went to this church. Oh, I'm in. That's my favorite artist in the whole wide world. What? Let's go. But then as I've grown and I've come to realize that those are cool fun facts, that's not what kept me there, right? The relationships you build, how you feel, the support, the volunteer work that they have going on there with Bread of Life. And there's just so many other things that organizations and churches have that I still am learning about it, growing about, and finding my way. And so, yeah, I was telling myself this the other day at the gym, like, if you can't make your church, maybe go to one closer in person and get to know them and see about their programs and volunteer there. Because that's still volunteering, right? So I'm working on that because there's tons of them close around me. However, my church home is St. John's. So just know I love you, we love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I think that's amazing that God has seen fit to help grow me in many ways. And hasn't been the easiest, but it hasn't been the hardest. And God is so good, and He's so kind and sweet, and God can do God can do everything but fail. Just know that. All right. So Melissa Etheridge is an American singer-songwriter and became an underground success around like 1988. She was born May 29th, 1961. An American singer, songwriter, musician, and guitarist. Her musical debut was released that same year and peaked at number 22 on the Billboard 200. Okay. And its lead single, Bring Me Some Water, garnered Etheridge her first Grammy Award nomination for Best Rock Vocal Performance Female in 1989. Her second album, Brave and Crazy, appeared that same year and earned Etheridge 2 more Grammy nominations in 1992. Etheridge released her third album, Never Enough, and its lead single, Ain't It Heavy, won Etheridge her first Grammy Award. That's pretty cool. In 1993, she released what became her mainstream breakthrough, Yes I Am. Its track, I'm the Only One If I Wanted To, and Come to My Window all reached the top 40 United States. While she later earned her second Grammy Award, Yes I Am spent 138 weeks on the Billboard 200. That's so cool. Further success like Breakdown in 1999, Skin 2001, Lucky 2004. She was diagnosed with breast cancer and underwent surgery and chemotherapy. In the 2005 Grammy Awards, she made a return back to the stage with Janis Joplin and Joyce Stone. Their performance wildly acclaimed. India.Arie later wrote, I Am Not My Hair about Etheridge. Because she came out and Stone began the performance with Cry Baby. And Etheridge Ball from chemotherapy joined her, so that was the whole thing. That's amazing. That's beautiful. I never knew that. What a fun and a cool fun fact right there, right? And I love that song. Etheridge is known for music mixtures like confessional lyrics, pop, bass, folk rock, and raspy, smoky vocals. She has been gay and lesbian rights activist since her public coming out in January 1993. Among her various accolades, Etheridge has received 2 Grammy Awards from 15 nominations and an Academy Award for Best Original Song for I Need to Wake Up from the film An Inconvenient Truth from 2006. She received the Berklee College of Music Honorary Doctor of Music degree in 2006. The following year, she was honored with the ASCAP Founders Award. In September 2011, she received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Etheridge was born in Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. Wow. I used to live there. Right before we came to Texas, I lived there. I miss it. I actually want to go back. I just remember it being really quiet and safe. And I just remember it was like a hill that you go up. And on the top of that hill, there was a prison. And my dad was like, never go up there. I would ride my skateboard up there and go down because that hill was so cool. And he was like, that's a dangerous, I think it was a military prison. But it was the nicest hill because you can go super fast going down that hill. Like, you get your bike, crawl to the top, and you zoom. It was a good hill. That's all I remember. Adrenaline junkie for sure. Even as a kid, I would, okay, I won't. As soon as he left to work, I'm on that hill. Skateboard, bicycle, anything with wheels, my rollerblades. Walking up and down that hill. I probably ran that hill. Yeah, I was that type of kid that stayed out from the sun up to the sun down, riding my bike miles and miles and miles and miles. I'll still do that now. Don't let me mess around and get this bike fixed. I'm gonna be gone rolling. Um, I'm gonna get that done soon here. But yeah, I just love exercising, moving around, and sightseeing, and yeah. Once I get this bike rolling, it's a wrap. Um, so let's see here. So she's born in Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, the younger of two daughters of Elizabeth Williamson, a computer consultant, and John Etheridge, an American Constitution teacher at her alma mater, Leavenworth High School. Um, John Etheridge died in August 1991. Etheridge began guitar lessons at age 8. She started to play in a local country music group in her teenage years and graduated from high school in 1979. While attending college at Berklee College of Music, Etheridge played the club circuit around Boston. After 3 semesters, Etheridge decided to drop out of Berklee and move to Los Angeles to attempt a career in music. And so her career from 1982 to 1992, which spans a decade, road to rock stardom. She just was discovered at the bar in Pasadena, California, named Vernice. She had some friends on a women's soccer team, and those new friends came to see her play. One of her women was Carla Leopold. That's pretty cool. Etheridge's second album, Brave and Crazy, was released in 1989. Brave and Crazy followed the same musical formula as her eponymous debut, and it garnered a Grammy nomination as well, and it peaked at number 22 on the Billboard charts. In 1992, she released her third album, Never Enough. Similar to her prior 2 albums, Never Enough didn't reach the top charts, peaking at 21, but gave Etheridge her first Grammy for Best Rock Vocal Performance. Female for her single Ain't It Heavy, Never Enough was considered a more personal and mature album from Etheridge at that time, with rumors circulating around her sexuality. Etheridge was not out yet at this point. The album seemed to inadvertently address these rumors. So yeah, her father purchased her first guitar, when she was a kid and underage. And so that was probably what established her performing arts scholarship, which led to her in Leavenworth High School with the honors, right? In 1994, she was honored by VH1 for her work with the AIDS organization for LA Shanti. During the televised occasion, she highlighted their appearance with a performance of I'm the Only One in a duet with Sammy Hagar covering the Rolling Stones song Honky Tonk Women. In 1996, she won an ASCAP Songwriter of the Year award. She also recorded Sin Tener a Donde Ir, Nowhere to Go, for the AIDS benefit album Silencio Muerte, Red Hot and Latin, produced by the Red Hot organization. In 2001, the release of Skin was the closest she's ever come to recording a concept, like a concept album. In the beginning, middle, and the end is a journey, right? So she got positive reviews, 9 reviews. Her score was 73 to 100. Did not know they did stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Etheridge was featured in the Uniglobe Entertainment's breast cancer docudrama titled A Minute, released in 2010. And later performed the role of St. Jimmy in Green Day's Broadway musical American Idiot from February 1st to the 6th of 2011. October 6, 2016, she released her 14th studio album, my God, Memphis Rock and Roll. The 12th, 2019, she released her 15th studio album, The Medicine Show. Her first single title was Faded by Design. On September 17, 2021, she released One Way Out on BMG. And in March 2022, Etheridge was announced as a strategic advisor for the In Pink platform by Gritty and Pink alongside Arian Hamilton and Live Nation. It's pretty cool. She came out as gay 1993 at the Triangle Ball, a homosexual themed celebration of President Clinton's first inauguration. Etheridge supported Clinton's 1992 presidential campaign, and since coming out has been a gay rights activist. She's also an advocate for environmental issues, and in 2006 toured the U.S. and Canada using biodiesel. So in October 2008, 5 months after the Supreme Court of California overturned the state ban on same-sex marriage, Etheridge announced that she and her Michaels were planning to marry, but were currently trying to find the right time to go down and do with it. That was all in 2008. I remember that the California Proposition 8 that banned same-sex marriage. And she announced that she would not pay her state taxes as an act of civil disobedience. April 15, 2010, Etheridge and Michaels announced they had separated. But she still be doing music though. You know what I'm talking about? Even if you not in a relationship, you keep on living. You keep on going and striving. Because life's like a box of chocolates. You never know which one you're gonna get. You never know what you're gonna get. I love that movie. I wanna watch it. That and Big Fish. It's like, Janae. Man, that movie's so deep. It's like, that's your life, bro. You watching your life. Your life is playing out every day. You know what I'm saying? Every decision. Bubba. And then him joining the military and doing all those things. That's how it plays out. And Jenny taking her path and her path playing out. It's like, pick a path and choose, because every day it affects your tomorrow, affects your now, affects your later, affects everything, your family, your friends, regardless of what you think. It's crazy. I'm here to say I've been on a couple different paths, and I'm praying to God about this one serious path that's scaring the living daylight out of me. But it's called growing up and adulting. So yeah, it's like 3 major decisions. So y'all pray for me, because I'm Peter Pan. And I've grown up in certain seasons of my life. However, I do have challenges and struggles with settling down and wanting to choose that thing and do that, right? And then I have other days where I'm like, that's not me. I'm a free spirit. I'm an artist. I'm supposed to do this, that, and I think there's a good balance. So I'm praying for that balance, and pray for me that I find that balance, and that I will find that balance, and that I'll know how to maneuver, because too many and a lot of you are doing that. Because at the end of the day, I believe in my heart that most of us are childlike. Most of us are artists. We are creatives. We just have been put on this earth and kind of forced to do things to survive, but let it be up to us that we would sit down and color and paint and draw and create these beautiful things and live that way and make money when we could and had to, right? And I believe there was a small percentage of people that would just do that because they're not interested in it, and that's okay too. But yeah, so I'm gonna end there. Just be free, be you. Know that we're all going through this journey together, and that there are many facets to you, and just finding that balance. Because struggling artist is one thing, and I've tried that path and it's not fun. So it's like, okay, being homeless is one thing for a while, but then after a while I'm like, bro, it is hard. Especially without a vehicle, especially without family and friends and in a city, right? Or in doing illegal things. When you're young, you can move around and do those things, but as you get older and you know better, you do better. I would hope you do. And so for me, it's like, oof, it sounded good. It still does sometimes, but I'm like, you would have to do a lot of things that aren't aligned with who you are and aren't aligned with the kingdom and isn't aligned with who God made you to be. And so it may take a little longer, it may be a little harder, it may be challenging. However, you're going to have a peace of mind and you're going to attract your tribe of people and the things that you need by doing it the right way for the best that you can. And so whoever needed to hear that message, I hope that it resonates with you and that God sees you. God knows you're trying. You're up today, so it's a beautiful day. You made it above the ground. So God bless you, and I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that I'm here, and we love you. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Peace. I'll see you later.